It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on another SEC rival, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for a gap. It's Joyner. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might be changing the route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back. It's Flowers. It's complete to the left. Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Red Raiders are on the move. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Dumps it to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. pulls and fires complete.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to throw on first down. Immediately fires to the middle. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. Looking for the score. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. They're working that left side. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
That's reeled in. It's Watkins. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Making side adjustments here. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. fires to the tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Back to throw, it's Flowers. Complete to the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
Nice job by the defense there, mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range, they go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the single back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any point.
Looking for the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Using his legs, it's Welch. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Flowers. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Here comes the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first.
Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
They run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
To the air on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Off the RPO, complete.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Off play action. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I think offensive coordinators who stick a guy and keep him in the same spot are doing that guy a big disservice. If I have a guy like this who's such a playmaker and got the speed and athleticism he does, I'm putting him in the slot like this to go take advantage of matchups and go get me some wins.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw a great example of that one.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat and turning it on. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
To the air, it's Flowers. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Off the play fake. Got a man, it's Welsh. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Fights off a defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets loose in the middle. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll send the back in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Flowers. With the catch, it's Stone. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Time to take a shot. Intercepted deep in his own end. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Turner. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the air, it's Flowers. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receiver's better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough. Sure, he keeps this drive alive.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Thanks to grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Louisiana is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 25 over Mississippi State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down for this offense. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Makes the grab to the 25, and there's room. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Pressure coming. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close.